In this video, I'd like to share something that, for me, has not only saved me a lot of money, but has also made my life simpler, and I really appreciate. It's sort of like a mindset and sort of a way you do life. It's called minimalism. The idea is basically just having less stuff, and the stuff that you do have, you appreciate. Now you need to find a good balance with this in life. So I thought I'd just sort of show you how minimalism looks in our household, how it saves us money, and how it also simplifies our lives. So there's 6 people who live in our household, and as you can see, like, we don't have a whole lot around, but we have what we need. So for example, bookshelf, this is pretty much all the books we have out for all 4 of our kids. It's really not that many. Now, I've done a video about how we do a toy swap, and that's how, yeah, Pokeball. That's how we swap things around, keep it a bit fresh. On the top are books that we have from the library, so we go to the library, and that means that we don't actually have to own as many books, but the kids get new books that they can look at. We've got a little box down there with just a couple of toys that are for the baby. She's not really a baby anymore, she's a toddler. One thing that some people can get a little bit wrong when it comes to minimalism is the idea that you just have to have the bare minimum of everything. And that's not it at all. So, for example, we have lots of plates and bowls and things like that. I know some people who have just enough to cover them and their family for like one meal, and they just make sure they always wash up afterwards. And if you have limited space in your kitchen, that is not only helpful, it's kind of necessary. However, I have such a huge kitchen, so I'm fine with this. And we often have people over for meals and things, so it's, for us, quite essential to have quite a lot of plates and things like that. And plus, I just find that way, you know, the kids can use as many plates or whatever as what they need to, and I don't have to worry if it's been washed up or anything. So half our stuff is actually in the dishwasher at the moment, but as you can see, there's plenty of bowls, there's even more back there, and plenty of plates, and actually that's more just the adult ones, so the kids have their own down here. So yeah, it's about working out which things you need to minimalize and which things you really don't. This is the room that my 2 youngest girls share. And so you can see that it's not toys everywhere. Like, generally if you had a 2-year-old and a 5-year-old, this room, like the entire floor, would be covered in toys. There's just a couple of soft toys. We've got some more in here. Like in here is just our blankets and stuff. So just one box of blankets is usually plenty. We've got some more soft toys. No limit to soft toys. Oh, good, you're gonna pull them all out and play with them. That's all the toys in here. There's some Lego and stuff sort of under there. Minimalism when it comes to clothes, when you really stop and think about it, you can only wear one thing at a time, and most people wash every few days, so you don't actually need that much. So this is my 5-year-old girl's cupboard. She's probably got 4 jackets and about 5 or 6 dresses. So already that's like going pretty well. Then she's got like 5 pairs of pants maybe. Oh, t-shirts she's got quite a lot of. So she's got pajamas down there. All her clothes fit in just this little wardrobe. She's really got plenty. She has never ran out of clothes. And particularly being summer, you think she's got all those dresses, plus she's got shorts and skirts and stuff that she wears with her t-shirts. She could wear 2 pairs of clothes every day, and I could still not wash for a week, and she'd probably still be fine. And in this cupboard is my 2-year-old's clothes. She has quite a lot, because honestly, I can get secondhand kids' clothes quite often for free or for almost nothing. And a lot of these were just from her older sisters as well, so they're just hand-me-down. So she has quite a lot of clothes, but it's not out of necessity. Look at these beautiful dresses. She's got like an abundance of them. Oh, so pretty. My mum knitted that. That's just beautiful. All 3 of my girls have worn that. So yeah, and she's got pants and skirts and all of that stuff in there, so she's got plenty of clothes. And what this looks like for an adult, so this is my beautiful walk-in wardrobe. I've got my tops and stuff hanging up, and then I've just got some pants hanging up back there as well. And so if you look at that, actually some of those clothes are my husband's. So only about half of what's just here is mine and the other half is his. Now, I actually went through and counted my tops. I have over 20 tops. Obviously, some of those are like nice going out ones and other ones are casual, but either way, that's quite a lot. Though I would say most women would look at my wardrobe and go, that's not really that many clothes. Like, yeah, that really is all my clothes. And I think it's heaps. And I have a ridiculous number of scarves because you can get those for like 50 cents from the op shop, and I just think they're so pretty. This is my son's room, very simple. He's got his Lego, he's got some drawing at his desk, and yeah, just a couple of board games, and I think, yeah, just a few toys down here in this box. No, you are not pulling those out. And so this is the part where I say it makes your life easier, because it's very easy for him to keep his room clean because he doesn't actually have all that much to clean. So we don't buy as many toys, that saves us money. We don't need to buy as much storage space, like, you know, shelves and cupboards and wardrobes and all that stuff, because we don't have as much stuff to put in them. I love how easy it is to keep my house clean because there isn't all that much stuff. That is probably the best thing I find about minimalism. But also it means that kids appreciate the few things that they do have. Because really, how many toys do they really need? Like, as it is, I feel like we have probably 20 stuffed toys just floating around the house. Do my kids really need 20 stuffed toys? No, they do not. Even though there is 4 of them, and between them that's not actually all that many, that's still a lot of toys. Jessica's very excited that she can climb up onto Ben's bunk bed. Yeah. So these are most of our shoes. I have 1 or 2 nicer pairs of shoes in my wardrobe. The kids each have at least 1 pair of sandals, and they have 1 pair of runners and a pair of school shoes, and they've got their gum boots there. How many shoes do you really need for each kid? Like, that's already 3 pairs of shoes each, and if you've got 4 kids, that adds up very quickly. So here's another example of how sometimes it's okay to have lots of a certain thing. All up there is craft stuff, so painting, stickers, like beads and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, here we've just got all drawing stuff. Some of the textures and all that are in the kids' rooms at the moment, and all over the table, because we really like doing craft and that's important to us, and the kids really love it. So we have quite a lot of that stuff. But it's okay to have a lot of something if it's something you use and it's something that's important to you.
I think it's good to have less stuff, because if you have too much stuff, it will kind of like crowd your life.
Zoe, do you feel like you have lots of toys?
Yeah.
And do you like your toys?
Yeah.
What's your favourite toy?
I think that when people have a lot of stuff, they are less happy.
I agree, actually. As you can see, the kids are on board with it, and we've explained to them why it's important, and sometimes it takes a lot of explanation, and obviously there's times where they're like, oh, can we just please get this, and can we have this and that? Those are opportunities for us to reinforce you've actually got, like, too much stuff, so you don't really need this other thing as well. Like I said, I encourage you to watch my video about the toy swap, which is how to still have lots of things for your kids and keep things fresh and have them feel like they're still getting lots of new things. Also, kids having less things actually gives them this amazing opportunity to get bored. And people freak out at the idea of their kids getting bored, but it's actually a really good thing. It encourages creativity, and then they start doing interesting things. And like, really, when you think about it, my kids have texters and paper. They can do an abundance of things with that. They could write stories, they can draw pictures, they can write letters to their friends. Like, there is thousands of hours of entertainment just with some texters, pencils and paper. Not to mention they have the outside world, they have friends. They can make up games, they can make up board games with their texters and stuff as well. And it makes your life less cluttered, and a lot of people feel that that just gives them a lot more mind space. Like, when their physical space isn't as cluttered, they feel like they can think a bit clearer.
So So we get pocket money, and I really want to switch, so I've been saving up for that. And you'll find that if you really want something, you'll be happy to not spend anything to get that thing that you want, because that means that you really truly want it.
Yeah, and you'll appreciate it when you get it, won't you? Wise words from a 9-year-old.